Let this video be raw. I want to talk to you as a fellow perfectionist friend. I want to honestly share with you where I am in my life right now and share some thoughts with you, hoping to change a few perfectionists' lives out there. So I wrote down some notes on my phone, what I want to talk about today. I started this YouTube channel exactly 2 years ago. It's in February 2022 where I started this channel, and I wasn't thinking a lot about it. I was just starting off. I made a commitment to myself that I wanted to release at least 2 videos every single week. I actually stick to that, where I released 2 videos every single week for 9 months. But then I realized I had quite a bit of work at that time. I was, around 34 hours, I think I was working back then, and also studying part-time, which took up about 25 hours of my week. And that made it quite challenging for me to get all under control. And that's also a time where I wasn't as perfectionistic as I am right now, because I was just trying out talking more freely, because nowadays it's just all scripted on my phone, for example. But for this one I wanted to be raw, so you can understand how it is to be a perfectionistic person or perfectionist and struggling with so many issues where I'm not trying and getting also into a habit of procrastinating because you want everything to be perfect. I recognize that, especially since I've been in the UK, where I try to rewatch the video or find small things in my editing process which I don't like, but forget about the fundamentals like the thumbnail and the title, where I invest only about 1 hour or 2 hours, making this whole editing process kind of wasted, because not a lot of people will be interested to see it. And it's hard because I've quit my job to follow this passion now for 6 months nearly, and I struggle a lot. I've quit my job to follow this passion, to inspire people out in this world and achieve the goals they've set themselves, and not just wander around and hop from one thing to the other and stick to the things they want to. And I think that's the good thing about this YouTube channel, because even though I'm a perfectionist, I try to stick to it. But as I come now to that 2 years mark, my creative energy is getting quite empty, and to be honest, my mental toughness was at its lowest point in these last couple of weeks. Creating such a video takes me about 20 to 30 hours. Not the last few ones, but most of the times it took me 20 to 30 hours. And the main reason why I failed is because of my title and thumbnail is one thing, but I think it just doesn't come off as authentic when I just script every single word out and try to get my viewers watch that, and putting a false impression out there as well. And procrastination is a big thing in these last couple of months, because if you rewatch these videos, you're not actually working, you're just rewatching something you've already done. And then I do that for 3-4 times and see I could change something there, just little bits, instead of thinking in the big picture and investing more into where the future of this channel should go and where I should invest my time in, and how I can inspire you guys out there. Because the new year 2024 started, and I don't know, but by the end of January, usually most people's New Year's resolutions already end because they can't stick to it. It's only about 20%, I think, who can stick to those New Year's resolutions. And I think this February month is my personal challenge, and also I'm trying to inspire you guys out there to take on a challenge. It doesn't have to be YouTube videos, but something you're really struggling with, especially when you're a perfectionist. My friend, no one gives a about us in this world. Just think in the big picture. Everyone has their own spotlights on themselves and just do their thing. So don't get too focused on the little things, I reckon, and think in the big picture. That's like my mindset right now at the beginning of this February month. And that's why I want to test myself if I can keep my own promises and challenge myself in some way. So my commitment for this month in February not also a commitment for myself, it's also a commitment for this channel and also the people out there who are watching these videos. I really appreciate you guys. My challenge is to post 29 videos in 29 days. That means on every single day in February I'm going to release a few videos with a lot of edits, a lot of effort, others a bit less, but my main goal is to stop my procrastination cycles and really try to get my work out as soon as possible instead of spending hours to perfect it, because those little few edits which I make during my videos, no one is gonna really recognize it. Yeah, I mean, in the overall flow you can see it, but I think now it's about making a promise to myself and keep that promise of releasing a video every single day in February. I'm just tired of blaming everyone else and everything else except myself that this YouTube channel is not where I've expected and wanted to be. So it's now my responsibility to take action every single day and spend hours, because that's gonna be a real challenge of filming on the same day and edit a whole video in a single day with all the effort I've usually put in my old videos. But I'll take up that challenge and try to give my best during that time and not disappoint you guys, but more importantly myself, because that's testing me as a perfectionist, if I can get out of it and actually just simply challenging myself to be a better version. Because I think being perfect in this world is a bad mindset to have when you want to move forward in any aspects in your life. It doesn't matter if it's your personal life or your career. Simply putting in the work and not thinking about what if. The what if. I don't want that what if feeling anymore. And I think also at the end of this challenge I'll see what happens with this channel and where the future leads with it, because it's a tough time at the moment for me, and I hope that I can turn those things around within the next month. So it's a lot of things I've said in this video, lots of different thoughts which are going through my head, and also I really want you to think for yourself and take the courage to get out of your perfectionism, because I know it's hard. You want everything to be perfect, but making mistakes and learning from failures, I think that's where we can grow much more than we think. There is no big team behind me who will support me over these next couple of days and weeks to create all these videos, all the thumbnails, all the titles, actually executing these challenges and film all these things. I don't have anyone who can support me in that aspect as much as other big creators have. So for me it's just a big challenge for myself, and I really hope that you follow along on those next 29 days where I post a video every single day in February. Now you might ask yourself, why should I follow this challenge? I mean, I'm posting every single day a video, but on every single video there will be a challenge. It can be fitness, it can be phone addiction, journaling, meditating, anything, I reckon, which will challenge me during that day. But for me, with this challenge, I want to show you how you can make dreams come true. That with hard work and resilience and discipline, that you can get to where you want to. And also to share with my fellow perfectionist friends out there that sometimes less effort is more, instead of spending hours on over editing and overthinking. Quitting the talking and simply putting in the work. Please let me know in the comment sections down below what is holding you back as a procrastinator and perfectionist in this world. And I really hope that I can see you guys tomorrow on this journey of discomfort.